Hope you have a lot of ibuprofen.
All right, so I think the first time I came up, I decided to do it was when somebody kept locking me down like this. Like sometimes people will lock you down where you can't even get a wedge in to wedge off their face. So I believe this is where I thought of it, I guess you could say. So if Tom's holding me down really tight and I can't get anything in, the only thing I can think of to do is to get my knee in there. So if he's really tight, that means I have to come up high and try to get up on him. So you want to make sure you have your hands flat so you don't get dumped. You want to have this out if all possible. So from here, usually if I can get my knee wedged, I can always get my knee wedged. No matter how tight he's holding me, I can still get my knee wedged. So from here, usually I can start opening him up just with this. He's going to give up eventually. So whether it be this, like he's giving up.
Yeah, it's already
open. Right, so he's opened up. Depending on where his arm is at, like this one's kind of trapped. Usually I look for this right away whenever he comes up. But in the past, like the guy, he may drop his arm down here. So if I try to get him from here, usually he can move with one knee. But with two knees, he can't move. It's finished. So I suppose that's where I came up with it. And usually what I try to do is put my knee across about right there. So I trail it and I just post it right there. Now putting more weight on this side than I am this side because it sucks for this guy big time. If he is, like I say, if he's holding it, it doesn't matter which way he's holding it. If he's holding it this way is good too for double. So I'm here, he's holding me tight. I can push the face, just replace it with my knee. Depending on where this arm is at, it may present itself. Usually something presents itself. So when you put your knee across somebody's face, the first reaction is usually to want to push it. You can attack here. Tap. So back where we were. So that's one way to do it if he's holding you tight. Most people won't hold you super tight because they're going to wear themselves out. So they're holding you kind of solid.
I think one of the common reactions that you guys get this is kind of like maybe a meathead guy, maybe in a real fight squeezing you. But the other thing that guys are trained to do is to do what? To get this elbow in,
right,
and make this frame.
So I can come up here, immediately attack here.
Wow.
So it just defeats this real quick. So that wedge over here, well, because this hand's not in my way if it's down here. So it's a nice little entry. So all I'm doing is sliding and just pushing. So I alleviate weight here. Like I say, I kind of differential. If it was somebody I didn't like, or I can just lean all my weight on this side. So for the sake of, I kind of distribute more here than here, but this is still a good solid base. Basically all I'm doing is just squatting here, and I'm just leaning here, lighter. Like I say, if you didn't like them, you could here and just pound the shit out of them. But so I'm here. My entry again is I'm trying to put my knee right there. If you get it just right, it's like a fist choke almost. So, and I want his face turned this way. This way is okay, but it's not as effective. This way it just disorients you so much having that knee. And like I say, if it wedge again like you do. So if I'm here, usually when you do this, if he's not doing anything, just alleviate some pressure. Put some more pressure there. Usually the reaction is going to be to push that knee off. So immediately you have this. They're going to give it to you every time. Unless they're just tough some bitches. But everybody's reaction, if they don't know what's coming, is to push that knee off the face. It's just standard. So that's kind of how I guess do
you want to say something about leading with pushing that head to the side?
True.
If the guy's really this
right
way.
You can start with this, and this kind of disorients them too. Just doing that, and I assume it's legal in tournaments, pushing the chin.
Yeah.
Okay. And try it on your partner and have it done to you. It just throws everything off so much whenever you're having this done to you. You just can't think much about what he's attacking here. So me, usually if I'm here, if his chin is turned this way, I want it this way, I'll come up, I'll double knee right, and I'll attack this arm. If he bends it over, I'll do this. With this, he'll move with me, sometimes. Without it, with double, he has no place to go. He's done right there. It just stops everything. This stops everything. So let's go see the moves. He's draped over you, so we can do one pop-up post, I would place my knee on his face, and I just slide up for the reverse armbar. You guys probably seen this. Probably with just single knee ride, not with double. Try it with double. If he folds it down, he knows it's coming. You still got it. All you gotta do is just pressure, because again, he has no place to go with this. So 2 little subs from there. Another thing, if, like I said, he was wedging, sometimes if they know, depending who you're with, they may not push this knee because they know you're gonna attack, so they'll do something with this hand. It just defeats it right away. And this, see what he's giving me? Like I say, usually they're gonna push this. If not, then you start working this, and then slide back to where we were. So, like I say, just be easy on your partner, and when you come across, try to catch that. I don't want to put it right on his jawbone. Usually I put on his neck. But if you get on a jawbone, like I say, they're going to react pretty much the same.
You think this is the most common reaction, yeah?
Yes. Like I say, I'm not putting anything, but right here, it just...
I gotta get that off my head.
Right. You just got to get it off your head. So.
Do you have any suggestions on finishing that Americana there? Because
Which one?
Like once you get the setup.
Yeah, here, I
you
would try,
know,
depending on
it's
how...
kind of not a move that you get on a lot of experienced guys.
Right.
Unless
If, depending on the guy, how strong he is, like I don't want to get dumped. So if I feel like he can't dump me, I can finish it right here. But if not, I'll lock it in and just drop down. You know, the typical elbow next to the face. Tap, scoot her down, pick her up. Yeah. I mean, there's always variables. The guy can be super strong. You know what I mean? It has rules.
But when you trap that near side arm, that means that he can't bridge you, or when you go
This
for the
inside arm, he could still bridge a little bit. Bridge. So I'm here. I have to abandon ship a little early before he gets completely over. So I'm here.
Or couldn't you just stay there?
If I stay there?
No, I mean just posture up and stay with the double knee run?
Yeah, you can. Oof. Yeah, you feel pretty secure there.
I think he's saying it's like relative to the opponent. Like, I'm not gonna be capable of just throwing Warren off of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 260-pound guy, Todd, or whoever.
Yeah.
Like I say, if I do this to him, I'm immediately, as soon as I lock it in, I'm gonna drop down. Because I don't want him, I don't want to be up over him where he can dump me. Exactly. I want to drop down, spread it out, and start working this. And again, he may try to fight it, may go straight, may go turn. He goes turn, I'll come up again.
Exactly.
But you feel stable in that position.
I do.
It looks like you could be dumped, but
Please.
Tell me if it's stable. Only, like I say, when you go up, here you go up, plant your hands.
Can you maybe let Miguel feel?
I just want to.
Yeah, sure.
Because you guys, I mean, it looks kind of like, this is goofy looking, but man, let me tell you. I've never been more horrible feeling in my life.
So here's the, I'm not putting hardly any weight on it. Right, exactly. So
Look at your left arm, you see, right away.
this hand, exactly. So right here is the only part that I feel like I can get dumped if you're good, if you know what you're doing. Now I just drop down. But just securing it here, dropping down. Yeah. So if you're a big powerhouse, you know what I mean, it's strength-wise. But like I say, it's just, you automatically want to go here. Just standard. So I'm here, switching. Now I'm putting more weight.
Oh my. I mean, it's hard to get your jaw out of the way.
Right. Yeah.
Even if you're up,
It's
you
so
want to move
disorienting.
it up.
Yeah, you just want that knee off of your face.
Right. So here's the kind of sweet spot.
That is smooth.
So try that.
If you don't like your opponent, then lie.